the car do? The car has working headlights, contains ultrasonic sensors that are used to dictate steering and speed control via LabVIEW, a bumper switch that stops the vehicle immediately when it's pressed, a motor that can go forward and reverse, a slave camera that dictates how tight the bend is, a slave IMU that dictates magnetometer readings with a potentiometer that sets initial car direction, and it also contains a manual and automatic mode that is in LabVIEW. So yeah. This is just a simple overview of the Tinkercad circuit on the right. The LabVIEW interface on the left-hand side, and the LabVIEW program itself will be shown in the video next. Okay, so this is just basically an overview of the car as a circuit. So headlights at the top with the push button bumper, the front sensor, left sensor, right sensor, the front end of the car, the front wheel steering by the servo motor at the front, and the rear wheel drive using the motor and the chip, and it's powered by a battery with a slave camera with 3 buttons for how tight each bend is, and the magnetometer there with the potentiometer. So the first thing we're going to do is show that the headlights work. So as you can see at low level, the lights are on. High light level, the LEDs turn off as headlights should. So if you pay attention here to the bottom, you see the 4th character under data for LabVIEW is W. That's because that is the light level that LabVIEW will use to read the sensor. So basically A is a very low light level and Z is a very high light level. So that's used in LabVIEW. It's not used in the Arduino. As you can see, 4th letter is now A due to the low light level. So now we're going to set the sensor distances. So we're going to make it very far away on the left, very far away in the front, which it already is, and very close on the right. So this will change the values displayed here. So under data for LabVIEW, the first 3 characters that are displayed are the front, left, and right sensor characters. So VVF is what we're interested in. And then we go over LabVIEW, type in VVF. We'll just add in the A because it said that for the light level as well. So as you can see, the sensor readings have changed. So it's far away in the front sensor, far away in the left sensor, and close in the right sensor, just like the Arduino said. Back to automatic. And the light level is at 0, which turns on the headlights, and that's what that character is used for, and it just proves that the headlights work on Arduino as well. So back to the what matters, the front sensor, because it's far away, dictates the speed on the speedometer here. So it's going at around 70 RPM. And then the left and right sensor dictate the direction the car should go in. So if you've got lots of room on the left, hardly any on the right, you're obviously going to go for quite a hard left, which LabVIEW is telling us to do. So with the speed and direction meters, it gives us these characters, capital V to set the speed and lowercase d to set the steering. So we use capital V, small d in Tinkercad. Using LabVIEW, we tell the Arduino what to do. So the LabVIEW has used the information, sensors calibrated, all that, and is giving us an output to tell Arduino what to do. So this should set the car to go forward at quite a high speed of around 70 RPM and make it turn left. So yeah, we can see the servo motor is turning and the car is driving forward at 68 RPM, so not quite 70, and the servo angle is 21, which is kind of what the LabVIEW said. So if you think 0 is hard left, 90 is straight, 180 is hard right, an angle of 20 is correct for the left. After that, you can just see how the front sensor on LabVIEW differs with differing obstacles. So that was a far away obstacle. If an obstacle is very close, it would say A on Arduino. So we'll just make it up now. You can see it's saying 0 on the sensor because it's A, it's saying to slow right down, and the proximity light is coming on at the bottom here because there's something very close. So Oh yeah. So sorry. If I go into the Arduino now, while the car is going forward, if I press the bumper switch, you should see at the bottom right in the serial monitor, car has stopped. And if I go down to the motor quickly, the motor should read 0 RPM. I don't think we've done it quick enough. No, we haven't. Well, do it again. Car stopped. Yeah, we can see 0 RPM. Then we can also make the car reverse by typing capital A. So A to O is reverse at different speeds, and O to Z is go forward at different speeds. So the car can reverse and go forward and then stop using the bumper. So serial, yeah, car is reversing and they go on about -90, so -100 RPM. So now we'll move on to the slave camera section here. So going into Arduino 2. This is the camera. So slight bend, medium bend, sharp bend, slight bend, prints on the serial monitor at the bottom, the character I. Camera 2, slight medium bend prints character Q, and sharp bend prints character Z, which then would be typed in LabVIEW as the 5th character here. So type in Q, so camera 2 should come on. I can see the sensor, camera 2. And then that works for Z and I as well. Yeah. And as well as this, the LabVIEW has an automatic and manual switch. So it's on automatic now, and then a manual switch. So you can see the directions going back to normal. And then as you change the sensors, it alters. Yeah. So then we go back to automatic, which is what we want. Yeah, and then we go back onto the Arduino Tinkercad. We can see, so this is the magnetometer, the slave IMU. It's printing the magnetometer readings here, the big numbers there. So ideally it would have said north, south, east, or west, but unfortunately I didn't get that far. And then on that slave IMU as well, on serial monitor 3, the potentiometer dictates the initial car direction, which is useful. So as you can see, as I've just changed it, it has changed the initial car direction. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I missed anything. I don't think I have. I'm just gonna slowly scroll through the code here and just I'll talk about what I've kind of achieved throughout the exercise. So yeah, the headlights work with differing headlight sensors, and it changes the LEDs. The bumper switch works and stops the car whenever there's a collision. The ultrasonic sensors work together with LabVIEW to tell the car what to do, what speed it should go at and how it should steer. The motor goes forward and reverses as well, and obviously stops. A slave camera that can be used to dictate how sharp a bend is. Unfortunately, didn't get to incorporate that in the fuzzy controller to see what to dictate car direction, but that's another thing. And the magnetometer that prints out the readings and also sets the initial direction, and the manual and automatic mode on LabVIEW. So yeah, just going through the code here. You see that. And then this is the slave cameras code, so a lot shorter. This is the code for the magnetometer. So yeah. Stop the simulation now, and I'm going to show the block diagram for the LabVIEW. So here are the input data for the Arduino, which is then used on each of the sensors. So the front sensor works with the fuzzy controller with a motor control to set the speed, and then outputs a display character that is used to be re-put into the Arduino, if that makes sense. And then the left sensor and the right sensor, you can see here, work together with the different fuzzy, the directional fuzzy here, with the different file. And then that basically sets the direction on a meter. And again, outputs another letter that sets the direction on the Arduino. And then there's the automatic and manual switch. And then there are other things like the bend sharpness, which I would have liked to incorporate with the directional fuzzy, but I wasn't able to, and headlights and all that. So yeah, I think that's everything I need to show. Yeah. This is just a quick video of me showing the additional part, which was the MATLAB. So this is me copying the code in very quickly. I drew a image that had a white 3 in the middle, just like from the handout. We skip through this. You can see MATLAB working through the iterations quickly. And then it eventually reaches an answer. The photo is shown in the next slide that I uploaded to MATLAB that it has recognized. So we can see 3 there at the bottom highlighted, so the camera actually works on MATLAB. So here we see that's the photo 3. LabVIEW recognized it, so it is a functioning camera.